Hello, I'm Brynn Burnsworth from Catching Waves, and I'm here to talk to you about RFID technology. We all use RFID in our everyday lives. Let's start with the basics. RFID stands for Radio Frequency Identification. An RFID tag can only be read with an RFID reader. The RFID reader will send out radio signals, and when the RFID tag receives the signals, it gives the information back. There are two types of RFID tags. The first is a passive tag. A passive tag is an RFID tag without a battery inside of it. It is activated when it senses the RFID reader's signals. For this to be done, the RFID reader has to always be sending signals, as it is anticipating the RFID tag's response. The other type of an RFID tag is an active tag. This tag has a battery inside of it and constantly sends out signals. This is very handy when you need a beacon to tell you where something is in a high-speed environment. Here are some examples on how RFID technology is used in our everyday lives. This year, for the first time, the New York City Marathon used an ultra-high frequency, or UHF tag, from a company known as Chronotrack Systems. According to Daniel R. Howell, the company's president, the advantage of Chronotrack Systems is that the UHF tag is single-use. That is, it can be thrown away after a race, and it simplifies the process of matching IDs in the tags to numbers on the bibs worn by runners. When the runners cross the finish line, their place and time is automatically recorded. Our next example deals with casino chips. Aruze Gaming America Incorporated made a deal with Walker Digital Table Systems, LLC, that will help Aruze enter the casino chip market. The deal gives Aruze access to Walker Digital's phase jitter modulation, otherwise known as PJM 3.0 radio frequency identification chips. PJM 3.0 claims to be the world's most secure, fastest, and most reliable in tracking casino chips during gaming operations. I wouldn't know this personally because I'm not allowed in the casino. I just wanted to see the casino chips. I can't wait to hear more about when they finally roll out the chips. Let's move on to example 3. There's a company called Texas, and they're using a customized integrated performance solution to design RFID systems for hospitals, particularly operating rooms. They want to make it possible for the hospital to keep track of its supplies. Everything you need in a hospital, everything from tubes to gauze to bandages and medications, can have an RFID tag. When someone comes and picks up a batch of that item, and they move past a wall-mounted RFID reader, there is an automated system that can reorder everything. This means that instead of sitting there counting inventory and spending time on a computer ordering things, people working in a hospital can actually work with their patients. RFID technology is also used in Supply Chain Manager LogID's two-bin ID system. This system is part of the company Texas. The system uses primary and secondary batches of supplies. Each has a tag containing a passive RFID transponder. The person who takes the last of the primary batch of item moves the next batch forward and places the tag on a wall-mounted RFID reader board near the storage unit. That triggers an automated replenishment request to the hospital's material management information system, and that generates a requisition to purchase the items. It has a 13% inventory reduction across its departments, with the biggest inventory reductions in its surgery unit, ICU, and emergency department. It also increased inventory where it needed it the most, the cath lab. RFID is going to infuse our lives, and we need to understand these little invisible signals. Join me in discovering our future.